John here, and we've got a new sponsor, DistroKid. Now that you've finished your latest Pirate Math Sponge Core Twitch trek, it's time to get it out there so everyone can hear it. DistroKid helps musicians get their music on all the major streaming platforms, and artists keep 100% of their royalties. And because you're a High Gain listener, you get 30% off. Just go to distrokid.com/VIP/highgain. That's distrokid.com/VIP/highgain. And now DistroKid has an app. The DistroKid app is available for iOS and Android. You can download it at distrokid.com/app or in the App and Play stores. We'd like to take a minute to thank our pals over at iZotope, makers of software and plugins for audio repair, mixing, and mastering. The new gold standard of audio repair, iZotope RX11, is coming in May. Buy RX10 now on sale and get RX11 absolutely free when it's released. We use iZotope products here at the High Gain. It's an important part of how we've been able to bottle pure podcast gold week after week. High Gain listeners get 10% off using the promo code FRET10. That's FRET10. That's all at iZotope.com. iZotope.com.
Oh, hey, it's me, Ed Peterson.
Hi, Ed. It's me, John Kiltica.
John, it's the High Gain Podcast.
It is.
We talk about guitars.
Always.
The classics. You don't mess with the classics.
Nope.
That's what I love about these big companies, is they see a thing and they know it works and they just stick with it and they don't muck around with it.
That's right.
Beautiful West Seattle.
Beautiful West Seattle. It's springtime.
Love it. 80 degrees the other day. That was fantastic.
Yes.
I think I need to get like one of those mini split things or something, solid AC, because, you know, the Road Warrior apocalypse days are upon us. This year will be the coolest year of the rest of our lives. I think some AC is going to be needed in the Pacific Northwest.
Which is rarely, if ever, the case. We just kind of didn't need it.
No, was not. A couple of guys like us probably get some AC. Or suck it up.
Yeah.
It's the High Gain Podcast.
Yeah, and I've got a Jaguar.
A classic Jaguar.
Yes.
Why mess with something that works?
Yeah.
You don't. You just keep it exactly the same.
This is the Ed Enigma. The Enigma.
Ooh, is it?
Yes. It's things Ed likes versus things Ed does not like.
Things Ed hates. Right.
Enigma?
Right. Isn't that the Riddler's name?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I'm supposed to be the comic book guy, right? I should know this.
You really should.
Yeah, it is. It's Edward Nygma. Yeah. Trust but verify. I should always go with my gut because it's never let me down.
Your gut.
Yeah. I thought I was a Jazzmaster guy. I bought 3 Jazzmasters over the years.
Yeah.
And didn't love any of them.
It was not for you.
And then I realized I'm actually a Jaguar guy.
Yeah.
Did you not have a Jag and
I did. I got rid of them.
the Jag and the Jazzmaster?
Yeah.
Beverages.
Yeah. I was trying to go like a little sloppy Jaguar offset.
Sloppy John.
Yeah.
That's a good band name. You know, you've got those things in the fridge, like the area with maybe some hot sauces. Then down on the bottom, there's kind of that like hidden area.
The hidden area.
You know, just the less used areas of the fridge.
Mystery shelf.
Yeah. But I saw there was a drink there. Let me grab that thing. It's some sparkling, maybe probiotic-y water. And I almost brought it. And I realized like it had, you know, like some active shit in it, and it expired a year ago. So we've narrowly escaped.
Oh.
What happens when you have the good for gut health thing go bad? This thing's supposed to be good for your gut, and then it turns. I bet it turns and just like tears your insides out.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting here talking to you and just...
You start flopping around on the floor like a fish.
Right. You know that scene in Apocalypse Now where Martin Sheen is dancing around in the hotel room and he's doing the like kung fu poses and stuff? He was just actually high as a kite, drunk out of his mind. It was not scripted or anything. He wasn't supposed to punch that mirror. And then he's sitting there with the blood all over his hand and he's crying. Not acting.
Yeah.
Guy going through a little mental break and they just happen to be rolling cameras.
Well, on that note, what is this beverage?
Oh, it's a pineapple ginger or a collagen tea. It's got 15 grams of protein peptides.
The peptides, yeah, totally.
You know?
I know all about the peptides.
Do you?
I do not.
Okay, I don't really either. I've also got the Crow mug again and...
More tea?
More tea. I'm slowing down on the caffeine. What about you?
Well, I too was looking on the mystery shelf in the refrigerator, and I found an overlooked Jarritos.
I love those Jajaritos. I have not had one of those, and it's been a minute since I've had one of those.
It's natural flavor soda. Mm-hmm. And this is pineapple.
Pure cane sugar.
Yeah.
Heche in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic.
It's very good.
Is yours made with pure love?
Probably.
Mine is 100% pure love. I bet yours doesn't say that, does it?
They don't have to.
It's understood.
Yeah.
Of course.
Those guys, maybe they're new to the game. They just have to set the ground rules.
Right.
Well, we know about Jaguars. We've played them quite a bit. The jangly.
Ooh.
Sorry, fat finger. Sure sounds nice. You've got two circuits. The top one is a rhythm circuit, and the bottom one is a lead circuit. I could roll that all the way back.
The people love that, right? The people love screwing with the lead and the rhythm, right?
A lot of people just take that right out.
Yeah.
I don't see why. Say you had, just for instance, this lovely overdrive effect, and you want to roll back your tone so it's super fat.
Yep.
But you don't want to have to do that every time.
Mm-hmm.
So you set your rhythm circuit to make that sound. And it'll be there when you need it. So when you're playing in the lead circuit, all your jangly stuff, you just flip that switch and...
I don't love that switch in that position. I'm a little herky-jerky with the old rhythm hand. And so I bat it lead rhythm, pretty consistently. And I think that's one of the things with this. People will hit it, which is harder to do on a Jag.
There is a master builder at Fender now, Levi Perry.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the newer guys.
Yep.
He doesn't take this all the way out, but he replaces it with a fuzz circuit.
Those are so cool.
That seems like a pretty cool idea.
Crazy. So you said this was the everything Ed loves, everything Ed hates?
Yeah, let's go through it. The pickups are standard Jaguar single coils.
Yep. Classic.
Somebody put a mastery bridge on this.
Smarty pants.
Classic vibrato.
Mm-hmm.
The lead circuit on the bottom has 3 switches, one for each pickup and one that is a tone cut.
Yep.
This was made for the 50th anniversary of the release of the Jaguar. So this is actually from 2012.
What better way to pay tribute to a classic? You know, 50 years of this iconic guitar. Let's just fuck it all up.
It's black, so I'd put that in Ed's Pro column.
Yep. It would be great if we had like a whiteboard behind here and I could actually write on the whiteboard.
Con column, double bound body.
Hate.
Ed does not like those.
Hate.
Yeah.
On any Fender.
I'd say with Ed, probably any guitar.
No, I mean,
You don't seem like a double bound guy because then you can't have the contours.
yeah, okay.
Pro column,
Uh-huh.
it is an offset.
Love it.
In general, Ed likes offsets.
Yep.
Pro column.
Yeah.
This is a short scale. 24 inches as opposed to 25 and a half. I think you like that. Con column, semi-hollow with the F-hole.
Hate.
Ed is not into that.
Hate it. In the 70s, they had binding on the neck, and they went with like big block inlays.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Pro, you like the dot inlays.
Dot inlay's great, but really it's a thin line, right? Like this is a Jaguar thin line. Is that what it's classified as?
It is. This is a limited edition
Oh,
celebrating the 50th anniversary.
paying tribute to a classic.
This was made in 2012 for that purpose in Japan. They made 250 of them for the U.S. market.
Yep.
They did, for the 50th anniversary, make U.S.-made reissues of Jaguars that were just regular Jaguars, not Thinline. Burgundy Mist,
Love it.
Candy Apple Red, Lake Placid Blue.
Love it.
This one, Sunburst and Black. The weird thing is, as I play it, I'm not sure I hear the semi-hollow of it. I don't know if I can hear it. Oh, that sounds like a semi-hollow. I don't know.
I also don't know that I totally hear the Jaguariness of it either.
If you go back to that really harsh, you'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of telly thin lines. Do not like them at all.
Yeah.
I think Fenders with binding on them, it's like trying to make the thing fancy. And I'm a simple man, John.
I think whatever takes off, though, is fair game. If a company is trying to do something different and it becomes popular, like the Deluxe Telecaster with the double binding, wildly popular with the Nashville cats, all the country dudes. All right.
They can do whatever they want. Turns out they can make all kinds of guitars. I hope I'm not obligated to like them.
No, you're not.
Okay, good. Because I don't. I don't like the hard edge because I also tend to play kind of like resting my arm.
But this plays wonderfully, and it's well made as you would expect any kind of limited edition run to be. When I was looking this up and kind of reading about it, it seems like a lot of people replaced the pickups.
Are they different than the USA pickups?
Yeah, I think they are. I think the USA ones were kind of specially wound, whereas these might have just been stock. And there's nothing wrong with the stock Jaguar pickups, but yeah, sure, why not buy some Lawlers or whatever and throw them in there? I can see the mastery bridge because that always makes these sound better.
I think we say that a lot, but neither you or I, we are not like guitar surgeon dudes. We are not upgrade dudes.
No.
The farthest is the mastery bridge.
Yeah.
But like, you don't have a single guitar here without its stock pickups, right? Like every guitar you own is stock pickups, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah. I'm not one for, oh, it would sound better if I had these pickups in it. Would it? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm more about, do I like the way this sounds right now?
Right. Maybe in a more expensive guitar, because it's less of the total cost, it's not as painful. But like the idea of buying a $500 guitar and putting $400 pickups in it makes me crazy.
Yeah. For me, it depends, Ed. I think if I bought a $400 guitar that was crappy for any number of reasons, not just the pickups, the idea that I could make it better if I put $400 pickups in it, I think that's a losing battle. But if I bought a $400 guitar and I liked it, so the idea of putting new pickups in it makes me like it even more,
Yeah.
yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's fair. But doing that on this guitar, this made in Japan, Fender, Thinline, Jaguar, feels bad, man.
I think it falls into that same thing. If you've gotten this and you're like, I love it, I'm into it,
I love everything about this that Ed hates.
then you want to put different pickups in it? Yeah, all right.
All y'all do not need to worry about what Ed likes.
That's right.
With these guitars. And if you want to buy a $2,000 guitar and immediately do not pass go, change the pickups, knock yourself out. I love that you love to do that.
I like the uniqueness of this. I don't think it's necessarily for me either, but I like that they did it. Why not?
We've got the 50th anniversary of the Jaguar. John Kilteca, you are head of development for Fender. What would you have done? Would you have said, like, oh, I think a Thinline would be really cool?
I might not have said that.
Yeah.
But then again, what would you do? We can't just reissue a spec perfect 1962 because we already did that. Crap, what are we going to do? I don't know, Ed.
Do the Levi Perry thing, a whole series of these 50th anniversary with a fuzz circuit instead of the rhythm circuit. People would hate that. I don't know who this appeals to. Just someone who digs the look of it, I guess.
Well, in 2012,
Yeah, Ed wants this guitar.
Ed's tastes are not as discerning as they are now.
Mm-hmm.
You want this.
Yeah.
Made in Japan, special edition Jaguar Thinline. What are you going to pay for it?
2012, made in Japan, special limited edition. I bet it was like $15.99.
$10.99.
That's pretty good. That seems pretty damn good.
And the footnote to that
Yeah.
is that they didn't do that well. And I know that doesn't surprise you. So then they started moving to places like Guitar Center and stuff for like $900.
Shocker.
You know, lower at $100.
Yeah.
But in today dollars,
Mm-hmm.
it's like $1,500.
15.
And I find that interesting because on the used market, this thing has completely beat inflation.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only 250 of them.
Limited edition didn't really take off at the time, so it puts it in just some weird niche category of like, oh, now this thing, it's a cult classic. No. People in 2012 knew what was up. They walked into Guitar Center, saw that thing, and just said, it's an abomination.
Tell us how you feel, Ed.
I don't know.
You could use it for stuff. I wonder, like in 20 years, 30 years, whatever, the way vintage guitars go. If one of these pops up somewhere all beat to hell, long after anybody has remembered it was ever a thing. First, what the hell is that? And second, it's cool. Look how beat up it is.
Yeah, like you put some wear on this.
And then the story will be like, oh yeah, you know, when these came out, they were a flop. People thought they were dopey. They ended up discounted at Guitar Center. Future guy will be like, really? I would have bought one of these in a heartbeat. Old guy John and Ed will roll over in their graves.
We're dead in this story?
In 30 years?
We're dead?
Well, maybe not you.
Okay, we're dead in 30 years.
Yeah.
But it's probably due to the incoming apocalypse. It'll be from a violent, cataclysmic death and not just a wearing down of the body.
I think if I got hit by a clown car,
Yeah?
dead in the road,
Uh-huh.
and all these clowns start pouring out of the car, and they're circling around me, panicking, pulling at the hair in their multicolored wigs, their floppy shoes are all over the place.
Sure.
Oh!
That was nice.
Fake it till you make it, right?
Cool.
You gotta try it. Try and decide. Is it hello or goodbye? Buy or deny?
Well, Ed, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
This is a limited edition, Japanese manufactured Jaguar Thinline guitar. There is nothing about this that you like. The very fact of its existence embodies your resentments.
Yes.
Buy or deny.
Deny. Yeah. Like,
If you had said buy, I would have been like, bleh.
yeah. No. It's all the thin line accoutrement. Ugh.
Yeah.
The binding and the thin cutaway.
You know what
F-hole.
would have thrown it over the top? You probably would have just like fainted or something. If the F-hole had been bound, oh, that would have killed you.
Yeah. I wonder
You might have gone postal. I would have been in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Bound to F-holes, dangerous.
Yeah. It is funny that funny? Maybe it's a weird bummer. There's a saying, going postal.
Do they say that in other countries?
I do not think so. For our listeners, that's a nice slang for like a mass violence workplace shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that guitar, I think is where I was going with that.
Oh, that's where you were going.
Yeah, not going to go postal on anyone or anything, but yeah, I don't like the guitar. I think they did a real bad job, and they intentionally pushed it out of the American plant and into the Japanese plant because they didn't want the stink of it.
That's pretty harsh.
Well, I mean,
Think of the Japanese workers that have a tremendous amount of pride in what they do.
for sure.
And you're just saying, hey, impeccable craftsman, the only reason we're letting you do this is because we don't want it to infect our good name in the U.S.
Yes. Epiphone. There's a USA-made Epiphone that just came into Thunder Road Guitars, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Plays incredible. And the thing is, they spent 50 years ruining the name of that company. So now there's a USA-made Epiphone that costs exactly what a USA-made Gibson guitar would. And I just wonder, can you just turn that brand around overnight? Fender will not come out and say, oh, guitars that are not made in the USA are of lower quality. I don't think they will explicitly say that, right? It's coded. This is a coded guitar. This is hate for our outsourced employees in a guitar shape.
Let me ask you this.
Good Lord.
Being as it's a limited edition, what if the idea, double-bound Thinline, came from Japan? Hey, it's going to be the 50th anniversary. Everybody gets to think up something. And Fender Japan was like, here's what we're going to do.
Great.
Now it's not a matter of the U.S. boys threw this over to Japan because they didn't want anything to do with it.
Sure.
Maybe it came from Japan.
Maybe it did. Maybe this came from their brain, for sure. I think if it had been pitched to the folks in the U.S., they probably would have said no.
Cool idea, dude.
No.
We're slammed over here, which is...
Exactly.
We would love to do it.
Yeah. Too busy taking the classic body and putting a sweet burgundy mist paint job on it to make a Thinline. What do you think? Do you love it?
No, I can't say I love it, but I don't hate it. I think it's creative and well done.
You don't mind the Thinline, though, right?
No, I've never really been a fan of thin lines.
Oh, okay.
Not really my thing.
Same page.
Not where I'm at, but a thin line on a Jaguar? Yeah, okay, sure.
Why not?
I can get with it. And I think the fact that it's black is cool.
Yeah, I guess I would want to see the sunburst. I'm sure I wouldn't like that either. I could see it being collectible just because it is so weirdy, right? It's so not normal.
I could totally see that too, and I think it is. So I'll take lots of pictures of those primary differences, put them up on Instagram, and we are still
proud members of the Ruinous Media Network of music-related podcasts.
Yes, that's us.
I did it.
We work with those guys to bring you the finest content available.
Flagship pod over here, right?
Yeah, that could be.
Maybe.
So we'll take the pictures, we'll put them up, and let you, the listeners, sort it out.
Yeah, if you love this thing, let us know.
I think it's pretty sharp looking.
Yeah.
Let's come back next week, do another one.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay.
Okay, talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.